Hey guys, Bart from TST Industries here. In this video we're going to show you the installation of these TST Industries flush mount signals on a 2014 and up Yamaha FZ-09, also known as the MT-09 in Europe. These signals are available in a choice of smoked or clear lens. They are very simple to install, and in addition we offer these optional harness converters that make a nice plug-and-play connection with the OEM plug on one end and bullet connectors that attach to the signals on the other end. As you can see, these are a small form factor type signal, and they replace these bulky pod signals that come stock from Yamaha, and they give your bike a really nice look. So we'll dive right into the install. We will start with the removal of this fastener here. And continue with these three fasteners. This fastener here has a shoulder washer. It's good to take it out with the screw to not misplace it. So now this left side headlight shroud assembly comes off really easy here, and we will disconnect the OEM wire to the signal. We'll use a little screwdriver to pry up the locking feature on this plug and withdraw the plug. Now we'll need to push this rubber piece inside and pull it back on the wire here and take it off. That will give us access to this locking part that comes out of the signal. And unlocks it from the shroud. We need to shake it out and take it off. And now the signal will be free to come out just by twisting it out. I'll show you again how this locking feature works. So it sits in there and it locks into the signal here and clamps it in place. So to remove it, we'll pry back on these and withdraw it from the signal, and then it disassembles nicely. Alright, so we will continue here with the wiring installation. We'll plug in the TST harness converter. It is keyed, so it only fits in one way. And we'll power up the bike and turn the left signal on. The wiring on these harness converters is arbitrary, so we will need to find out which wire combination makes the signal work. I will try it going black to brown, yellow to red. We have no result. I'll switch the yellow to blue, and it looks like that makes it work. So we found the right combination. We'll power down the bike, and now I will install the actual signal lamp into the headlight shroud, and we will continue. At this point, I will be mounting the TST signal into the headlight shroud. I'll be using this spacer as well as this nut that came out of the TST kit. What we'll do here is feed the signal from the outside of the shroud, and then we'll put this spacer on the wire, making sure that this side, not the flat side, but the pocketed side, goes towards the inside. We'll insert the spacer onto the threaded stud and bottom that out. And then this nut will follow the spacer. The flange will have to go on the wires first. And we'll begin threading this in. Now you need to make sure to engage the thread properly so you don't cross thread this. You can check through this window to see if it's going on square. And I recommend using only fingers to tighten this down. We're gonna snug this up and then check the alignment here from the outside. I'm gonna hold it in the position that I like it in. And then using these two features on the nut, these two flat wing nut type features, I'm going to tighten it down so that it's immobilized. And I can't stress this enough, you don't want to over tighten this, you will snap the threaded boss coming off the back of the signal. As you can see, it's immobilized with a medium amount of pressure here on the threads, so this is ready to be put back on the bike. So we'll plug this in the configuration that we found before. I will test this one more time just to make sure I have it right. All right, at this point, what I like to do is make sure that all these little vinyl caps cover all the electrical connectors here, and then get them insulated as well as locked in place. If for some reason this slips back, two of these slip back and short together, it will blow a fuse. So for the longevity of this installation, I recommend locking all this stuff down with electrical tape, making sure it's immobilized, insulated, and it'll also help to keep water out of this connection. One thing I want to note here is we are not reusing the rubber that covers this little area here in this window. It doesn't fit with aftermarket signals, so we will just put that to the side. And at this point, we will make sure that we have good routing for all this wiring, and that it doesn't just dangle around or interfere with any of the steering stops or anything like that. I like it up here in the top portion above the headlight with enough slack to enable assembly here. All right, so that looks good. I'm gonna reinstall this shroud now by reinstalling all the different fasteners that I took out here. Once I have all these screws bottomed out, I'm gonna follow up and tighten them with a wrench. This fastener will also have a hard stop. And these top two fasteners go into a rubber well nut. So we are not looking for a hard stop here. We're just looking for enough tension from the rubber T-nut to hold them in place. All right, so this side's complete. I'm gonna repeat all these steps on this side, and then the bike will be ready to go. So in this video, we had you configure your front signals with the wires black to brown and yellow to blue. This will retain your running light functionality on the front signals and also give you the signal function. However, if you're using any LED signaling system on the rear of your bike, it will cause the front signal to go really dim and also signal very dim. So if you are using an LED lamp in the rear, you will need to reconfigure the front signals to the following scheme: yellow to brown, black to red. That will result in nice bright signaling. However, it'll take away the functionality of the running light. So at this point, we are done with the physical installation of the signals. We can test them one more time and see them flash. As you can see here, we have an extremely fast flash rate. This is caused by replacing the OEM incandescent lamps with LED type signals. This actually can't be avoided. There is a fix for that. We do carry a LED flasher relay that controls the flash rate, and it also enables you to set your own flash rate to your liking. You can look for the link to the video installation of this component at the end of this video. And other than that, we are ready to go here.